Good afternoon. Welcome to the 15 hours update of the Seseli mine accident here in Chingola district on Friday, 1st December 2023. It was feared that over 30 small-scale miners were trapped at the Seseli open pit mine after rainwater and landslides filled the tunnels that they were digging their copper ore from. And today marks day 10. So far, as of right now, we have 12 victims who have been retrieved from the Seseli mine accident. We have 12 victims, 1 survivor, 11 bodies, and so far 2 have been buried. Once again, we have 12 victims who have been retrieved from the Seseli mine accident since day 1. We have 1 survivor who is the 49-year-old Mwanshemu Koko. 49-year-old Mwanshemu Koko so far is the only survivor. And we have 11 bodies, and so far 2 have been buried. One is 22-year-old Charles Mungonge, who was buried on Thursday, 7th December 2023, and the other is 30-year-old Sylvester Kanjimanga, who was buried on Saturday, 9th December 2023. And so far we have 9 bodies in the mortuary. Now, of the 9 bodies in the mortuary, 7 have been identified. 2 are yet to be identified, and this is as of the current updates that we have. And so of the 7 bodies, the condition of the bodies is in quite a bad condition. Actually, all 9 bodies are in a bad condition. However, since only 7 of the bodies have been identified, government has prepared a mass burial that will be held tomorrow, Monday, 11th December 2023, of the 7 bodies. However, between now and the burial tomorrow, should the 2 bodies also be identified, they will be buried as well. The local council has provided a place at Chingola Central Cemetery where the bodies will be buried, and all bodies that are retrieved from the Seseli mine accident will be buried in this particular location. And so this is according to the update that we have received from the Minister of Copperbelt Province, Mr. Elisha Matambo. Now, for the mass burial that is scheduled for tomorrow, President Hakainde Hichilema is expected to attend. Of course, a number of this is according to the update that we have received from Mr. Elisha Matambo, that President Hakainde Hichilema is expected to attend the burial in Chingola. Now, coming back to the mine itself, there are 3 points that have been affected. So there's point 1, point 2, and point 3. Point 1 is actually the part that has been massively affected, because this is why it is believed that 16 people are buried, and all the 12 bodies that have been retrieved from this point. This is the one that was not only affected by rainwater and landslides, it was also affected by debris, and the water covered all points. This particular point has about 3 entry tunnels. So it's one section, which we're calling point 1, and it has about 3 entry tunnels. Of course, as you go inside, those tunnels end up being interconnected. And so with this point 1, this is where all 12 victims have been retrieved, one of whom was 49-year-old Mwanshemu Koko, who is the only survivor. Now, according to the update by the Minister of Mines and Mineral Development, Mr. Paul Kabuswe, it is believed that this is the total number of people that were trapped in the area. Remember that we were told that there are about 16. However, only 12 have been retrieved, and they believe that this is probably the total number of people that were trapped. He says the search and rescue team is currently still coming through the tunnels and currently still searching through the tunnels, but it is believed that this is probably the final number of people that are trapped. Of course, search and rescue has still gone on. From the sources that we have that are close to the operation, the tunnels run as far as even 1 kilometer, and so some move in various directions. As you enter, you may enter horizontally, you find yourself going vertically down, continue horizontally, and so they move in a zigzag, continuing for almost 1 kilometer. And so this is how far that the search and rescue has gone. With point 2 is where it was reported that search and rescue had to be halted. It was halted because the search and rescue team reached a certain point where the channels became very delicate, very soft, and part of it even collapsed. So they had to retrieve the team, the technical experts and the engineers had to go in, assess the place, and so as of right now the search and rescue has continued because they found a way around those that particular problem. And so I can confirm, according to the mines minister, that search and rescue has continued at point 3, rather at point 2. Now going to point 3, search and rescue has also continued, but machinery was deployed at that particular area to clear up more space for the search and rescue to continue. And so machinery was deployed to the area, but search and rescue has continued. And so this is where we stand as of 15 hours today at day 10. So far we have retrieved 12 victims since day 1. One is a survivor. There have been 11 bodies, and of the 11 bodies, 2 have been buried. That is 22-year-old Charles Mungonge, as well as 30-year-old Sylvester Kanjimanga, who was buried yesterday on Saturday, 9th December 2023. And so we have operations going on at 3 points. At one particular point, it is believed that this is the total number of those that were trapped. We were told that there were 16, but currently we have only retrieved 12. However, also at point 2, we are told that there are about 5 victims. No one has been retrieved from that section. Point 3 had about 10 victims. No one has been retrieved from that section. Everyone who has been retrieved from point 1, a particular section that has 3 tunnels. Now, President Hakainde Hichilema is expected to attend the mass burial of 7 bodies. Currently, there are 9 bodies in the mortuary. 7 have been identified, some coming from as far as Luansha. 2 are yet to be identified. Should they be identified between now and tomorrow, they too will be buried in the mass burial. Space has been found at Chingola Central Cemetery. And so this is where we stand as regards the update of the Seseli mine accident in Chingola district. Really, that has affected a number of people. And of course, we have been given updates at spontaneous times, because we give them once we are furnished and updated with information. A number of people, journalists and the like, are no longer allowed to further go there and access the area. In fact, as of yesterday, some journalists that were there had their phones and equipment confiscated and were forced to delete any footage that they took of the area. And so this was done by those that are handling the security and the like. And so currently this is where we stand with the updates. We are likely to receive more information in the later on, most likely around 18 hours or 19 hours. So do stay tuned. My name is Virginia Chilongo. Thank you very much.